A warm welcome to you, my dear children. 2016 follow paper. We have from the second question on screen. From the second question. Okay. We did the first question, the compulsory question in the previous session, and this is the second question after the previous session, because we took the first question of your 2016 paper 2. We took the first question, and because it is the compulsory question of the paper, because it is the must do question of the paper, we took a long time to discuss all the parts, all the 10 subparts, and finished that question. But from here onwards, we are going to take the rest of the paper, that is from question number 2, and we are going to select 2 questions from each part. Because this is the business studies part, we should select 2 questions from the business studies part out of 3. And the second part is the accounting part, and from the accounting part too, we must select 2 questions out of 3. Likewise, we are going to do this paper, and hopefully we'll be able to finish it in this chapter. Let's see. All right, 2016 Business and Accounting, second paper, business studies part, right? Part 1. Second paper, part 1. All right. Now, this is your full question right here, the full question. Take a good look at the question, children. We have Roman numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Roman numbers, right? Each Roman number has subparts A, B, sometimes A, B, C, D. Yep, that's right. Business studies part, that means this part, out of the 2 questions that we do, we get 8 marks for each question. For the 2 questions that we are going to do, we get 8 marks for each question, right? Yeah, so this is the business studies part. This is part 1. Part 1, children. Business studies part. Business studies part. Okay, right. 8 marks. 8 marks for the 4 subparts. All right. 8 marks for the 4 subparts. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 subparts, 8 marks. That's your marks allocation of marks. Got it? Good. Let's go ahead with the question. Just tell me if 8 marks is given for this question, which has 4 subparts. Each subpart has how many marks? 4 subparts, 8 marks. Then each one has 2 marks, right? Each one carries 2 marks, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, so this Roman number 1, you're going to get 2 marks. That's right. 1 for part A and one for part B. 1 mark for each A and B. Okay, 1 mark will be awarded for each A and B. What is a human want? Children, just write the definition. Just write the definition. What is a human want? Do not write unnecessary lengthy paragraphs for 1 mark. Always keep your eye on the marks allocated for the question. How many marks allocated for the question? 1 mark. Always keep your eye on the marks allocation. Well, finally, after all, that is what is important, right? You're going to earn the marks. That's right, marks. So 1 mark, you write a brief description, a definition. What is the definition? A definition for human wants. Tell me, what is a human want? Tell me. All right, that's good. Different ways which are used to satisfy human needs. Okay, we'll stick with that answer. Wants are different ways yeah, of satisfying human needs. Okay, that's an acceptable answer, very good. But I have another one for you. Choose whatever out of the 2 definitions. Choose whichever you like. Second, I'm going to give you another definition for wants. Things that we like to have to fulfill our needs. Things that we like to have to fulfill our needs. That's right, that is also a definition, an acceptable answer for this question. What is a human want? Wants are different ways of satisfying needs, or you can say things that we like to have to fulfill our needs. Or don't write both, okay? It's useless. B part. 2 attributes of a human want. My God, you can write 10. 2 attributes. 2. Oh my God, you can write 10. Tell me, human wants, what attributes, what characteristics, what features? If you do not know this word, if you're not sure of the word, attributes means features, characteristics. All right, tell me. Features of wants. Easy. That's right, very good. Unlimited. Wants are unlimited. Then, are they common to all? Wants are common to everybody. Each and every human being have the same want. No. Wants are subjective. Subjective. Wants are subjective, right? If you want, you can write more, but They're asking only 2. Wants are unlimited, wants are subjective. And you can write wants are complex, wants are not essential, wants can be created. Of course, you're gonna earn the 2 marks. Okay. Homework number 2. State whether the following statements are true or false. Oh, that's my favorite. True or false. Let's put T for true, F for false. Okay. State whether the following statements are true or false. Good. The person who purchases goods and services for final consumption is the consumer. True or false? The person who purchases goods, who's buying goods, right? For his final consumption, to use is the end. It's the end of the selling process. He does not buy the goods in order to take the goods and sell it somewhere. No, that's not his intention. He's buying the goods to take the goods home for his use. So purchasing goods and services for final consumption. That is final consumption. I explained final consumption. Alright. Final consumption is the consumer. So that person is called consumer. The guy who takes the goods, buys the goods for his final consumption. Not that. Yes, true. B. According to the objective, businesses are classified mainly as public sector and private sector. Is that true? Objective. Oh no. Objective. No. It's not true. Really? According to the objective, you categorize the business organizations as profit and non-profit. Objective, children. Not as private and public. No. Objective, according to the objective, profit sector, profit oriented, non-profit oriented. That is the main categorization. So, according to the objective, businesses are classified mainly, no, as public and private. False. That's false. So, false. Owners of a business are an internal environmental factor, while customers are external environmental factor. Is that true now? Owners are internal, but customers are external. Is that true? Yes, that is true. That is true. True. That is true. Human needs are different while wants are limited. False. Oh my God. It's false. Of course it's false. Of course it's false. Human needs are different while wants are limited. No. Needs are limited. Yeah. Wants are different. Needs are limited. Wants are different. So, second part done. Finally, we did we put false. Third part. Suranga sells beautiful seashell designs. Beautiful seashell designs. Seashells, clamping seashells and all sorts of seashells. You know, Mudu bello, Sippigato, right? Designs. To tourists that are prepared by using collected seashells. Tourists, okay, that are prepared by using collected seashells from seashore. Seashells from seashore. Yeah, where else do you get seashells? You're gonna get seashells from pond. Glue and different paints with the support of a helper. Okay, that's right. So Suranga is creating, is making beautiful seashell designs. Beautiful seashell designs. Okay. Sells to tourists. So the tourists are the customers. These are the customers. That are prepared. These beautiful seashell designs are prepared by using seashells and glue and paint. Plus there is another guy, a worker. Is the worker, employee. Right. First question. Write 2 factors of production of the business mentioned in this case. Now, factors of production. I want you to remind yourselves about the factors of production. Tell me, how many factors of production are there? 5. Yeah, 5. Right. So 5 factors of production, and we can name the 5 factors of production. Tell me the 5 factors of production. Tell me. 5 factors of production. No, there's no 5 factors. No! No! Who said 5 factors are there? Well, not in your syllabus. There are more factors of production when you go and study for A levels. But for you, only 4 factors of production should be remembered. Alright, tell me the 4 factors of production. Land, labor, capital, enterprise. That's right. Very good. That's the way to do it. You should remember just like that. Land, labor, capital, enterprise, or entrepreneurship. So, factors of production 4. Out of those, you must write 2 factors of production. 2 factors of production mentioned in this case. Right. You can write any 2. Let's write what? What are the factors of production you are going to write? Any 2 factors of production out of the 4. Out of the 4. Any 2. Any 2. Okay. A part, you can write land, labor. Or you can write capital, whatever you like out of the 4. Just write 2. Next part, B part, they're asking, write an example from the case for each of the factors you mentioned. Very nice. Very nice. Write an example from the case for each factor of production. Each factor of production. The 2 factors of production that you mentioned here, in A part, for those 2, you must write examples from the case for each factor of production. Got it? Alright. Now we can write land, and in front of the land, what examples for land you have here in the case? What examples? From the case. What examples can you take? Land means, first of all, children, natural resources. All the natural resources used in producing something, which are put in ingredients, natural ones, natural things used or put in to produce something. What is this guy producing? Seashell designs. So the seashells itself are natural. You can write seashells for land, and then for land you can write seashells. And then we have written what? Labor. Labor. For labor, what examples can you take from the case for labor? Here we already marked the helper, the worker. Yeah. Labor means the human factor. Otherwise, we can say the human resource which is used in business activities. Those human resources are coming under labor. All right. All right. So land and labor. If you wrote, children, if you wrote capital, what can you take for capital? If you wrote capital, what can you take for capital? What examples? Of course, you can take this. You can take this. Glue, paints. You can take those. Because capital means man-made resources which are put in to produce something. Man-made resources. Man-made resources. Man-made. Capital means man-made resources. So glue, paint, polish, and the tools which are used to, carve, put carvings on the seashells. Anything man-made goes under. Yep, capital. Okay. So land is natural resources. Labor means human resources. Next, third part is done. Fourth part. Rupa Indumati. No. Only Rupa. Rupa, who is living near the Dunhida waterfall. What a beautiful place, Dunhida. Beautiful. She's living near the Dunhida waterfall. Living near. Lucky person, huh? Purchases corn kernels. Corn kernels means here the word is correct, corn kernels. What do you call it? In Sinhala, bada irangu, corn kernels. Okay. Corn kernels bought from farmers. Okay. This Rupa buys corn kernels from farmers. Right, that's right. Badirugu karal, corn kernels, where you boil the corn kernels beside the road. There are street vendors. Rupa is such a street vendor. Okay. Badirugu karal, she's boiling. And boiled corn kernels selling to tourists. Sells boiled corn kernels to local and foreign tourists. That's nice, very nice. Yeah, we like to eat corn kernels, right? Yeah. Okay. With the help of an employee. Write two parties in the internal environment of Rupa's business included in this case. Such an important understanding. If you still have doubts, clear them out. Business environments. Okay. Understanding about business environments, very important. You know very well Internal environment means inside the business, inside Rupa's business, not inside Rupa, inside Rupa's business. Okay, there are two parties mentioned in the case. Rupa is the owner and employee is a worker. Rupa and the worker. Okay. All right. So we already know now who are the internal parties mentioned in this case. Rupa, the owner, and the employee. Got it? Are there anyone else? No. No. That's it. Rupa and the employee. Right? Two parties in the internal environment of Rupa's business. So Rupa, you have to write Rupa owner. Employee, staff or workers. Okay. Then they're asking us, mention a party included in the above case, Rupa's case, that evince an interest on Rupa's business, and write a reason for that party to evince an interest on the business. Mention a party. You have to name a party who has an interest. Who has an interest? Who has an interest? See? Evince means has an interest. Evince an interest. So you tell me now, what do you call the parties, the people who has an interest in a business? In this subject, there is a specific word, a beautiful word for the people who has an interest in businesses. What do you call the people who has an interest in businesses? You call them deep of the business. You call them what? Stakeholders of a business. Stakeholders of a business, right? So the question is asking for stakeholders. Stakeholders, that's it. We already wrote two stakeholders, didn't we? 1, 2. We already wrote two stakeholders. Owner and staff or employees. Now you have to write why, the reason why for that party to evince an interest on the business. Okay, this is from the which question, children? This is from the second lesson. I'm asking, this question is from which lesson? From which unit? Second unit, grade 10 book, second unit, business environments. Okay, now you have to write the reason why any of these parties evince an interest on the business. Let's choose one party. Let's choose Rupa, the main party. Rupa, the owner. Okay. Now we mentioned a party, and now we are going to write why this party is interested in this business. The reason why. Well, such a serious problem here. I can't even think of why the owner of a business, why they are so interested in their business. Why? Because they expect what? A fair return for their investment. They are expecting money, the cash, the profit. They expect a fair return for their investment. Or even if you write, boys, just listen to this. Even if you write this, they expect profits. They expect profits. Even if you write very simply like that, they expect profits. So if you write very simply like that, you will get marks. They expect profits. The owners expect a profit from the business. That is why they are so interested. They expect a profit. The owners expect a profit from the business. Even if you write that, you will get marks. Such nursery rhymes, nursery things, you don't have to even think about it. Okay, don't even think about it. Just write. You will get the answer soon as you understand the question. So we mentioned one party and why that party is interested in the business. Okay, there are more things that we can write, but just one reason is enough. Yeah, because they're asking for one reason. Right, children, with that, the second question, we are done with it. We finally wrote the two parties in the internal environment of Rupa's business and why they are interested in the business. If you want, children, if you wrote employees here, yeah, if you wrote employees here, why do you think employees are interested in the business that they're working in? Why do you think they are so interested in this type of a business? It's true that they're working in the business, so it's their business. If you give a job to a person to work in your company, in your business, he should be interested in your business. You know, he or she should be interested in your business. Why do you think? Why? Because their main objective, main goal is to offer their service and to get a fair payment in return. Their main objective is to come to work and give their service to the company and to get a good salary, to get a fair return on their for their job. Yeah, you get it? Sometimes, most of the time, of course, most of the employees, they have another thing in mind, to get promotions, to get a recognition and to get promoted in their job. So if you wrote employees here, you can write why they are interested, why, the reason why. Likewise, like the reasons that I gave you. Third question, we are moving on with the questions. What is trade? What is the trade? Okay. Right to auxiliary services which provide assistance to businesses. Right to auxiliary services which provide assistance to businesses. Right. Then second, state whether the following statements are true or false. That's my favorite part, no problem. Yeah, we'll get it through. Second part and third part. Fourth part, there's a small case study below. Third question will go from part 1 by one. What is trade? What is trade? What is trade? What is trade? Buying and selling of goods and services. That is trade. You can write buying and selling. Buying and selling. Buying and selling of goods and services. Buying and selling of goods and services for money, of course, right? Buying and selling of goods and services, that is trade. If you want, you can write for money. It's not very sort of must to complete this definition. The definition is buying and selling of goods and services. Short and sweet. Second part of third question, Roman number 1, A and B. They're asking to write 2 auxiliary services which provide assistance to a business. Write 2 auxiliary services which provide assistance to a business. What are auxiliary services? If you don't know this word, 2 auxiliary services. What are they? Auxiliary services. If you don't know the word, I'll give you this: support services. Support services. Auxiliary services means support services. Support services, that's right. Okay. You know, these questions come from, these questions have come from the grade 11 first lesson, that is trade and supporting services. So they're asking for supporting services or support services. There is another word for support services, is auxiliary services. Auxiliary services. They provide the support businesses. 1, 2. Tell me the 4 supporting services, the support services. You know trade and you know the support services. Yeah? Of course. You know, of course. Tell me then. Yeah, okay, communication, transportation, keep on coming. Yeah. Insurance, yeah. Banking and finance. That's right. Banking and finance. Let's take banking and finance first. Communication, then transportation, then insurance. The 4 support services. All right. Take any 2 and write down which provide assistance to businesses. All right. we'll write communication, transportation. If you want, you can write banking, banking and finance, even insurance. Yeah. Got it? Yeah. All right. We have to write only 2, so we wrote 2, but the other 2 also. Yeah. Good to remember. Second part, Roman number 2. State whether the following true or false. In insurance, party who received the insurance cover is named or is termed as insured, while the party who provided the insurance cover is termed as the insurer. True or false? Can you remember the principles of insurance? Can you remember the definition of insurance? Can you remember the support service? Insurance. And now they're asking about insurance. Insurance, in insurance, party got the insurance cover. Who got the insurance cover? Received. Who received? Who received the cover is insured. While the party who provided the cover, is the insured. Is that true? True. That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Party who provided the insurance cover is the insurer. Who received the insurance cover is the insured. True. So we are going to write T here. T for true. F for false. Okay. B. Transmitting messages, information and ideas among different people in an organization. Inside an organization. Internal communication. Using different modes. Is external communication. False. I just gave you the answer. That is internal communication. Yeah? That is internal communication. Transmitting messages, information and ideas among different parties or different people in an organization. In an organization. Using different modes. Is internal communication. So this is false. Yep, it's false. C. Purchasing a required food by a student from the school canteen is wholesale business. Okay. You have to remember how you run to the canteen when the interval bell rings. You run to the canteen like you have got jet full. You have got pumped by jet full. You just run to the canteen, purchase, or you buy a fish bun or a burger bun or anything, a drink or anything, and you consume, you use it, you drink, you eat. Is that wholesale? Purchasing required food by a student to eat is a wholesale business? False. Children, remind yourselves, this is also from the first lesson, trade. Trade is divided into two main categories. What are the categories? Domestic trade, international trade. Yeah. Domestic trade again, retail, wholesale. That's right. The difference between retail and wholesale? The intention of selling the goods. That is the difference. In retail trade, they are selling the goods for the final consumption. In wholesale trade, goods they are selling to be resold to the resellers in wholesale trade. But this is for the final consumption. So purchasing required food for the final consumption is wholesale trade? No, it's false. Drawee of a check is always a commercial bank. Well, go to your first lesson, unit number 1. Go to banking, and you will see there are 3 parties involved in a check. 3 parties involved in a check. Okay, 3 parties. Drawer, drawee, payee. Drawer is the payer, the person who writes the check, who issues the check. The drawer is the payer. Okay, drawee is always a commercial bank. Drawee, commercial bank. Last guy is the payee. He's the one who gets the check, who gets the money with the check. By receiving the check, this guy gets the money, gets the amount, the value mentioned on the check. So payee. Drawer is also known as payer. Drawee is known as, it's always the bank. Payee is the receiver of the check. The receiver of the check. Okay. Why can't I lift this finger? I don't know why. No. Okay. That's called external influence. Pay. Okay. Right. Purchasing required goods. No. Drawee of a check is always a commercial bank. True. It's true. Yep, you're done with that. Third part, or Roman number 3. An insurance company has informed through a letter to the owner of a business that they are paying. Who is paying? Insurance company. They are paying 200,000 of compensation. For the damage occurred by a sudden fire in the storage of the business. Well, that's a good news for the business, of course. It's a good news. Of course. They are paying compensation. Who? Insurance company. They're sending a letter. Insurance company is sending a letter, okay? Informed by a letter to the owner of the business, okay? To the business, saying that they are paying 200,000. That's a good 1D, no? Yeah, the compensation is called 1D. 1D. 200,000 to compensate for the damage occurred by a sudden fire. Okay, so the business warehouse has has been burned down by a fire. For that, insurance company is paying 200,000 1D compensation. Children, write the sender, message, mode and receiver separately related to the communication process. Oh, okay. They are not asking about insurance, they are asking about communication. Oh, okay. What do we have to write? We have to write sender, message, mode, receiver. Sender, message, mode and receiver. Now we'll write. Who is the sender, children? Who is the sender? Insurance company. The person or the company or the business or the party, whatever the party, whoever the party who sends the message is the sender. Is the sender, okay? Insurance company. Message, what is the message? Informed that informed through a letter to the owner that they are paying 200,000 compensation. So message is paying 200,000 compensation. To the company. That is the message. Paying 200,000 compensation to the company. Mode. What is the mode? I circled it right here. Mode is the medium or the what is used to give the message. Written medium, or you can write letter. Receiver, the person who gets the message. Of course, in this case, the insurance company has informed through a letter to the owner of a business. The receiver is the owner of the business. Yeah, owner of the business. There you go. That's it. Communication process. Okay. Maybe you do not remember, maybe you remember. The communication process goes like this. It's a circular process which goes round and round and round. Sender, message, mode, receiver. Yeah, and feedback. Remember? Last part of the third question. Sapumal comes to school daily by train. It's a train passenger. Sapumal. Write an example for each transportation element related to the transportation method that Sapmal has used to come to school. Sapmal comes to school daily by train. So this is the transportation method, right? We are asked to write an example for each transportation element related to the transportation method that Sapmal uses to come to school. What is Sapmal is using? Transportation method. Sapmal is using train. They are asking the elements, each example for each transportation element. Example for each transportation element related to the transportation method. We know the transportation method is train. Yeah, transportation method is train. Now you don't have nothing, you don't have anything to do about it. Sapmal is taking the train. Now there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Take the train and think of the other elements of transportation elements related to trains. Okay. First, let me remind you the main elements of transportation. Tell me the main elements of transportation, children. Ways, medium or method, medium or method, power. Come on, tell me at least the last one. Tell me at least the last one. Tell me. Right. All right. I hear you. Okay. No problem. You remember. You remember these things. Okay, I accept. No problem. Terminal. Okay. Now they are asking for this method or for this medium. What is the what are the other elements, transportation elements? Okay, ways. For train, what is the way? Railway. Medium is okay, we know, train. What is the power? Diesel. Coal, I don't think there are coal trains now. Who said coal? Kalanguru. Anguru kaka water baby Colombo duwana yaka. Are you expecting that? Come on. You don't have coal trains. Oh yeah, I wrote coal. Terminal, railway station. Railway station. The station. These are the elements of transportation. Medium is this. Medium is this. Okay, right. Finally, we have the last part of the fourth Roman number 4. Name the government institution which provides the railway transportation service in Sri Lanka. Railway Department. It's a government department. Okay? Done. That's it. So we have A, B both completed. This is what? Method. Yeah. We are done with the third question, children. Moving on to the fourth one. There you go. Now, I have to tell you this. You are not going to do all the questions in business studies part 2, 3 and 4. You are not going to do. Okay. I'm going to discuss the questions so that you can choose any question you want. Either it doesn't matter whether you are going to choose the second one or the third question or the fourth question. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Look at all the subparts. Analyze the subparts and think whether you can answer all the subparts. If you can't answer, if you are not sure, if you are doubtful about any subpart and you think that this one, if you are thinking, thinking to yourself like that, don't select that question. You get what I'm saying, right? If you go on thinking to yourself like, no, go to the next question and read it. Read it. If second question is, having doubtful parts, go to the third and read it. If third is fully answerable, all the subparts you are familiar, you are sure, just take the third one. Okay, and go to the fourth one. Read it. All the subparts are okay with you, take it. Just don't take any question just because you are sure of the first question. Just don't select any question only because you are sure of you can answer very well the first part. Only because of that, no, don't choose, don't select. Go through each and every part and see. Okay, now moving on to the fourth one. Fourth question, my dear students. Problem number 1, we have, what is a treasury bill? Write 2 factors considered in selecting a source of investment. True or false? Then we have a small case study, a case, and about management, a little bit of management, and another small case. It's about marketing, management and marketing. So this question is entirely from investments, your grade 11 last lesson, very last. Okay, investments, and we have a little bit of management, functions of management and marketing from your grade 11 book. Okay, fourth question. What is a treasury bill? What is a treasury bill? Well, you know about T-bills. We call them T-bills. Yeah, we call them T-bills. T-bills. We call them T-bills. Treasury bills. Right? Well, to tell you the truth, children, treasury bills and treasury bonds have created, especially treasury bonds, created a big, enormous fuzz in our country during the, well, I'll put it this way, few years back, during the previous government time. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka, CBSL, the central bank was subjected to a big scam. Central bank got caught in a big scam, a fraud related to treasury bills. Who I'm not going to talk about it, treasury bills, but if I say these 2 words, you will understand and you will memorize this. Mahabangu Bandumka Wancha. A big scam related to treasury bills, especially treasury bonds. Well, treasury bonds are not included in your syllabus, so no need to think about treasury bonds. These are long-term treasury bonds. Don't even think about it. Now, don't even take this extra material into your head. We'll just talk about treasury bills. Now tell me, treasury bills, where can you get treasury bills? Where can you get treasury bills from? Can you walk to the Handiye Kade and ask for treasury bills? Modalari, mata treasury bill වලින් හතරකුත් දාන්න. Can you say that? Can you? I'm just asking. Out of jokes, tell me. Can you go to the Handiye Kade and ask for a treasury bill? Treasury bill වලින් kilo දෙකක් දාන්න. Well, you can ask, of course. But the modalari will think that you are crazy. That's what's going to happen, right? Well, can you go to the supermarket and push your shopping cart around and put some treasury bills into your shopping cart and pay for them? No, you can't do that. So where do you get the treasury bills from? Where are they available? They are available through commercial banks, through the banks of the country. But the banks, commercial banks, are not the people, are not the institution who issues the treasury bills. They don't issue the treasury. They don't issue treasury bills. No. Treasury bills are issued by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, CBSL. Well, now the condition of this is very sad. No need to talk about it. Okay. Even the governor of the central bank, after like many years of fooling around, no need to talk about it. Okay. After the country has come to such a state, everybody is stepping down. No need to talk about it. Right. This current situation of the country regarding related to CBSL is that, okay? CBSL, Central Bank of Sri Lanka, issues the treasury bills. On behalf of whom? I mean, for whom? Why? Because the government needs money. Government needs to collect some bucks. Government needs to collect some money. Short-term financial instrument. This thing is a short-term financial instrument. In other words, for short-term financial needs of the government, the central bank issues treasury bills to the general public through commercial banks of the country, through the banks, commercial banks like Sampath Ceylon, commercial banks of the country, through them issued to us treasury bills. So we can write the definition here. Short-term financial instruments. It's a short-term financial instrument issued by CBSL on behalf of the government. There you go. That is a treasury bill. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, because if you go to talk about it anymore here, it will not be very positive. I'll put it that way. The CBSL and related things in the current situation. It's nothing to laugh about, right? When the country is in this type of a state. Yeah, it's very bad, very bad. Second part, write 2 factors considered in selecting a source of investment. I'll just write 2 factors, the 2 main factors. Well, there's another factor, but the 2 main factors, Ru and Ru. Tell me the 2 factors, the 2 main factors that you should consider when you are selecting where to invest your money, when you are selecting a source of investment, when you are thinking where to invest your money, whether to buy shares of a company through the share market, or whether to buy a land, or fixed assets, properties, whether to invest your money in property, or whether to start a business of your own. What should you consider when choosing where to invest your money? 2 R letters I have written here. See? Tell me. Risk. That's right. And return. Risk and return. First, you think about the risk of that method of investment. Then you think about the reward. The reward that you get to take home. Yeah, everybody likes that. Yeah, risk and return. There's another thing to consider, that is the aim, but I personally do not actually like this. I personally don't like it, because anyway the aim is getting a return. Okay, so aim is also something that you should consider, but these are the 2 main factors to consider. The 2 main factors to consider when selecting a source of investment: risk, return. Okie dokie. Next question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, will do. Dividends are the return received to the partners for the employed capital in a partnership. Really? That is dumb. Dividends are the return received to the partners for the employed capital in a partnership. No, that is false. You don't get dividends in a partnership. Dividends are paid to the shareholders of a company, limited company, incorporated company. Dividends are paid. In a partnership, they get the owners, the partners get profit shares. Yeah. If there are 4 partners, the 4 partners get 4 portions of the profit. Maybe equal, or maybe whatever the percentage that they are getting. They get a part of the profit, a portion, a chunk out of the profit. Yeah, share of the profit. Dividends are paid to shareholders of an incorporated company. So this is false. Is false. Return received partners for the employed capital in a partnership. False. Investing money in a bank current account is a source of investment which receives high interest. Investing money in a bank current account, is that a source of investment even? No, that is not a source of investment. Current accounts cannot be considered as a source of investment, because current accounts do not receive an interest at all. So investing money in a bank current account is a source of investment? No. False. False. C. Planning is the process of determining the objectives of the business and deciding a suitable way to achieve them. False. That is planning. Is that planning? False. Let's go to the next one. all right. I'll look into that again if you don't agree with me. Planning is the process of determining the objectives. Objectives, that means the goals of the business, targets of the business. Determining the targets of the business and deciding on a suitable way to achieve them. Is that planning? That is planning. That is planning. That is planning, so it's true. That is planning. Target market is the segment of consumers that can be satisfied attractively as well as effectively by a business. That is true. Target market is the segment of consumers in the entire society that you can satisfy with your products. Your target market. Your target market is the segment in the entire society who you can sell your products to. Say if you are a lady who is designing abayas, abayas, the ladies, Muslim ladies, traditional dress which covers up to here. You know abaya, right? Yeah. That abayas are designed by a lady, a business woman, a lady who is doing a business, who is doing an abaya business, the black abayas. If that lady is selling abayas, designing, different colors, not only black, with designs, beautiful. Okay. Who is her target market? Muslim ladies, traditional Muslim ladies. So that product, she can satisfy that target market only, because she can't sell those products to Catholic or Buddhist ladies. Nobody wears those products. That traditional dress. That traditional dress is bought by only traditional Muslim ladies. So that is the target market of that lady, of that business woman. Got it? So target market is the segment of consumers, the portion of consumers in the entire society that can be satisfied by your product, by your business. True. Third one, target market is an important thing. You better remember that. Huh? A company has decided to produce a nutritious biscuit. Very nice. I feel like having a tea now. Nutritious biscuit. Okay. Well, I'm going to have a tea. No problem. Company has decided to produce a nutritious biscuit and has purchased a high-tech machine for it. Oh, there's a machine where you can open the machine doors, and you can put in the flour into one compartment, and sugar into one compartment, butter into one compartment, and you put vanilla and everything in another compartment, and you close down the machine, and when you switch on the machine, the biscuits coming out of the other side of the machine. High-tech. Biscuits start, dropping from the other end of the machine, one by one. High-tech machine. Nutritious biscuits. Okay. Has purchased a high-tech machine for it. At every step in the production process, the quality controller tests the quality of the product. Very good. while production manager provides required instructions to him. While the production manager provides instructions. High-tech machine. Purchased a high-tech machine. The company has decided to produce a nutritious biscuit. Things that I noticed. Let's see. They are asking us to state 4 functions of management process and give examples for each function from the above case using a table. Alright, we have the table and they have given us 1 row, 2 and 3 and 4 rows to state the 4 functions. 4 functions of management. Name the 4 functions of management. Planning. Come on, planning. Okay, organizing, correct. Organizing. Organizing. Leading. I'm getting your answers, yeah, leading. Good. Next. Come on. Leading. Control. Good. Control. Planning, organizing, leading, controlling. Okay, there you go. It looks like police. POLC. Yeah. Anyway, examples given in the case. For planning, I actually underlined with 3 colors. Tell me which color I have used for planning. I have underlined 3 incidents in the case, 3 sentences in the case. I have used 3 colors. Purple, orange, pink. Which color I have used for planning? Is it purchased a high-tech machine for it? Is it that? Or production manager provides instructions to workers? Is that planning? No, this is planning. This is planning. This is planning, children. Decided to produce a nutritious biscuit. Objectives, plans. Yeah, that's right. Planning. Deciding to produce a nutritious biscuit. Nutritious biscuit. Organizing. Allocating resources, giving out jobs, purchasing a high-tech machine for it. Organizing. Purchasing a machine. Leading. Guiding the employees, giving them instructions, showing them the way. Leading. Production manager provides required instructions. Leading. Production manager provides required instructions. Production manager or providing instructions. Instructing or providing instructions. Okay. Controlling. What is controlling? You have to remember, I don't have any other thing to say to you. You have to remember. That's it. Simple as that. What is instructing? Not instructing. What is controlling? What is controlling? You know, leading is instructing and showing them the way, and keeping the employees with proper guidance, giving them guidance. That is what production manager is doing, provides instructions to them. Leading, Controlling. What is controlling? Finding out errors, any misacts, any wrong things done, and correcting them. Isn't that what this guy is doing? Production process is at every step, the production process, quality controller tests the quality of the products. Isn't that controlling? Quality controller, see? Controller. Quality of the. So you can write quality controller checking the products. Checking the products. Okay. It's controlling. Likewise, you can be provided with a case and you can be asked. You will be asked these type of questions. It's a 2-mark question, children. 2-mark question. So don't take like 5-10 minutes to do it. Figure it out. Last part. This is the last part, isn't it? Yes, this is the last part, 4th part. And what does it say? Business which produces shoes has published a notice stating that, it should be stating that okay, stating that a new shoe produced using special type of leather is being introduced at Colombo Town Hall on 1st 2017. 50% trade discount. Wow, 50%. That's a good trade discount. That's a good discount. You should go to this launching ceremony if you want to, buy new shoes. This business is producing shoes and they have published a notice. Notice is what? A new shoe produced using a special type of a leather is introduced at Colombo Town Hall on 1st January 2017. 50% trade discount is given if you purchase on that day. Well, I am going. 50% trade discount. It's a good discount. Write 2 variables in marketing mix which have been used by the above business to achieve their marketing objectives. Tell me the marketing mix. Who's going to tell me the marketing mix? 4 P's. Who's going to tell me the 4 P's? Are you going to tell me the 4 P's? Tell me the 4 P's. Tell me. Don't waste time. 4 P's. 4 P's. Pineapple, pears. What? Yeah, thank you. 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion. 4 P's. 4 P's of marketing: product, price, place, promotion. Product, price, place, promotion. 4 P's of marketing. See? Four P's of marketing. The marketing mix. This is named as the mix, marketing mix. Okay. Now, aren't they introducing a new product? So, isn't it done? Yeah, in this case, it's done. Putting out a new product. And special type of leather is being introduced at Colombo Town Hall on 1st January. Okay, 50% trade discount is given for purchase. It's a promotion. It's a promotion. That is the next variable. Write 2 variables in marketing mix which have been used by this business to achieve their marketing objectives. 2 variables of the marketing mix: product, promotion. Easy. Well, easy for me. You're probably saying easy every time he's saying easy, every time he's writing an answer he's saying easy, but easy for him because he's teaching. And well, it's like that. If you study, it will be easy for you. Obviously, if you study, it will be easy for you. If you memorize, these things are nothing for you. Memorize the business studies parts, business studies lessons, BS lessons in your syllabus. Management, marketing, trade and supporting services. Memorize it with the understanding, of course. Okay, don't just go according to the parrots method. Okay, that's not good. I mean it. Yeah. Write 2 variables in the. We did it. Next part. Right? An example. Included in this case for each variable in marketing mix that you wrote. In 4. A. In A part. Write an example included in this case. Included in this case. For each variable. For product, what can you write? For product, what can you write? Introducing a new shoe which is produced with a special leather. You have to write that. Do you want me to write everything? Do I really have to write everything? I'm just explaining you the answers. I'm discussing these questions with you. Write them down. Okay, all right. Product. For this variable, product, we have to write an example included in this case. So the example is introducing a new shoe which is produced with a special leather. That's what you should write. Okay. Marketing variables. Product, we wrote the example from the case. And for the price, we are writing no, not for the price. Promotion. Because we took product and promotion. They are doing a launching ceremony at Colombo Town Hall with a 50% trade discount. Launching ceremony with 50% discount, trade discount. Okay, trade discount. Done. Well, that's about it. The 4 questions, 4 parts of the 4th question. Children, we did all 3 questions in the business studies part. The 4th one did, and 3rd one we did, and 2nd one too we did and finished. So 2016 paper, business and accounting paper, 2016 second paper. Business studies part, all the questions we have discussed. It's up to you to choose what questions that you're going to answer. That is done when you get the paper at hand, when you have the paper at hand. And I briefly described and explained how to select, how to choose which questions to answer. If you watch the video fully, you could have noticed that. Yeah. So children, with that, we are going to end this session. I'm going to meet you again with the next session, and we are going to discuss the next part, that is the part 2, accounting part, all questions in this paper. Until then, be good, be happy, don't worry about anything. If you do your work, you don't have to worry. Do your work. Good luck. Thank you.